Hey folks, it's Peppy coming at you. So today we're going to make some homemade Italian bread. Now in the bowl, stand-up mixer, I have my pre-measured out yeast and I have pre-measured out white sugar. Now what I mean by measured, I mean weighed, because bakery and it is a science and it goes by precision of weight. So in the bowl I have those two things, and in the cup right here that you can see here, okay, I have about 108 degree Fahrenheit water temp, and I'm going to put that water in this bowl. Okay, just put it in there, and that's it. All you're going to do is kind of switch it around a little bit, or stir it around with a spoon or spatula or something, and just let it sit for a minute or two. And what's going to happen is, as that's sitting in there, the yeast is going to act with the sugar. Yeast feeds off of the sugar and creates carbon dioxide. That's what gives bread the little holes inside, in the inside of the bread. Now, as this sits, you'll see the yeast start to like explode and foam, and that's what you want. That's what you're looking for. As that does that, your yeast is good. It's not dead, because yeast does expire, and it does go bad. So it takes about 5 minutes for that to happen or so. And then when that does happen, that's when you're going to start to add your flour, and you're going to start to get it into the mixing mode. It's not happening yet, but it's getting there. I can see it. I can see it inside. There it goes. You see that explosion? That's the yeast activating and feeding off the sugar. When that starts happening, you want to take your bowl, put it on your mixer, snap it into place, and you're going to start out with the flat beater, okay? That's important. Put it on there. Get it set up. Now into this bowl, I'm going to add my flour. This is weighed out flour. This is double O flour, okay? Pasta and bread flour. I'm going to start putting this in here, like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this all in here. Okay? Put this all in here. There we go. Okay, we're all in there. Raise the bowl up. Unless yours is a tilt stand, a tilt head. This one's a stand mixer, so there's a lever on the back that raises the bowl up. Now we're going to put this on stir, okay? And what that's going to do is that's going to start bringing that flour and that water all together inside that bowl. As it's mixing and it's starting to pool together, you're going to add your oil. This is light olive oil. Now, if you see inside here, this is starting to clump up, which is what you want. So when that starts to clump like that, add your oil. Okay? As that's mixing, it's going to start to pull all the flour and everything off of the sides of the bowl. When that happens, you're going to turn it off. Okay? You're going to lower the bowl. Take this paddle out. Clean it off. Okay, clean it off. And then after you get it cleaned off, what you're going to do is you're going to switch mixing attachments. You're going to take this one off and you're going to replace it with the dough hook. Okay? Some KitchenAids so this is the newer style for the lift mixer. Some of the other KitchenAids just have looks like a fish hook, so to speak. This is the newer style. Now we're going to raise that bowl back up. Put that back on stir again. Okay. Here's my measured out salt. This is kosher salt. And now, once I got that going, I'm going to bump this up to 2. Gives a little bit more speed. I'm going to put my kosher salt in. And we're going to let that pool on the side of the bowl. Right now I'm going to stop it. And I'm going to take my spatula and I'm going to pull this in for it to mix. Put it back on 2. Now, when this starts to form a ball in here on speed 2, when this starts to form a ball, I'm going to turn the speed up to the next notch, which is 3. And off camera, I have a timer. Well, here it is right here. I'm going to set that for 5 minutes. It's called that's called the develop mix, or the develop stage. Now, I don't advocate you to do this. I'm doing it because I know what I'm doing. But pull that dough in and don't catch the spatula in the mixer, or it'll pull your hand in. Like I said, don't do this. I'm only doing it because I've done it for so long that I know what I'm doing, what I'm looking at. If you see, can you see the ball starting now? Okay, inside the mixer. Okay. Now that ball has started, I'm going to turn my mixer up, and we're going to get this mixed. So we're going to start the timer here in about a minute. Almost ready to go. It's at this point right here where this ball like attaches itself to the hook. Then you're going to start your timer for 5 minutes. Okay? That's your develop stage. Okay, there it is. That's what you're looking for. This is what you're looking for. Okay, we're going to mix that for 5 minutes. Now as this mixes, it's going to start to, the gluten in the flour is going to start to develop. And you'll see that as you look in there, you'll see like fibers, like strands. That's the gluten forming inside the mixer. You can kind of see it a little bit there. And we're going to let this go for 5 minutes. Again, I don't advocate to do this, but I've been doing this for so long that I know not to get my hand stuck in there. You see how that ball is whipping around in there? That's exactly what you're looking for. That is a formation of your dough. That is a formation of everything pulling together. The oil's getting mixed in, the sugars, the salt, everything's pulling together. It's exactly what you're looking for. The side of the bowl is clean. It's pulling everything together. We got about 2 minutes left on the timer. And it's looking good. Once we get this all mixed in there and it pulls together, we'll turn this off. We'll take the dough out of the bowl and we'll do what they call pull and folds. Pull and folds when you're making bread or rolls, what it does is it traps air inside the dough, which helps the yeast work better. Yeah, we got about a minute and a half left here on the timer, and this dough is looking really good. Now sometimes your dough might look a little sticky, like it's attached itself to the bowl. If that happens, just add a tablespoon of flour to it until it actually tightens back up into a ball again. If it's too dry and it looks crumbly, add a little bit of water. You kind of want to get into a halfway point where it's not too dry and not too wet. Okay, we got about 15 seconds here to go. By the way, this part of the process is called kneading. And I mean, it's basically how the old Italians, and that's my time. Okay, we're going to turn that off. Take the dough hook out. See that come out? How clean that come out? That's what you're looking for. Okay. Take the bowl off. Get this out of the way. Alright, here's what we got. See the dough? Now, these dough scrapers, you can buy them at the Dollar Tree for like $1. Well, $1.25 now. Alright? We're going to pull that dough out of there. Okay? Nice dough. Now, here's what pull and fold is. Grab the dough in your hand and pull it from the side and pull it under. Okay? Under. Rotate it, pull it under. Rotate it, pull it under. Rotate it, pull it under. I know I'm doing it fast because, like I said, I've done this for so many times that it's second nature. But pull and fold. Rotate, pull and fold. 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 Now, what you're looking for as you're doing this, and after you do this a couple times, the top of your dough will start to dimple. Okay? If you push your finger in your dough like that and it springs back, your pull and fold is successful. Okay? I know you people are like watching on this camera and going, holy cow, dude, slow down. But you see, see how it's dimpled? Okay? Now, I push my finger on that. See how that sprung back? It's exactly what you want. Now, take your bowl, a little bit of olive oil in the bowl, top of your dough, bottom of the dough, bottom, switch it around a little bit. Sprinkle some oil on the top. And now we're going to cover this with a piece of saran wrap. And we're going to put this in a warm place for half hour, 45 minutes or so. Until it doubles in size. Now, one of the neat little things that I found on Amazon is a plant heat warmer. Okay, they work amazingly great. And what it is, I'll put a picture of it at the end here. But it's just it looks like a heating pad. They're about this big. Plugs in. Very, very low heat. It's only like 60, 70 degrees heat. Very, very low. Set it down. Set the bowl on top of it. And the heat from that will make this proof. Okay? That's what it's called when it raises. You're proofing the dough. This will raise, and if you can't really see it, but if you look at the saran wrap, the gas that's being created from the proofing is actually raising, is doming this saran wrap, which is a really neat trick. It's a really neat effect. It's called gassing. So here is my mat, my heat mat. Okay, Amazon. And I forget what it costs. I have these for when I do my when I start my seeds in the house for my garden when I start my seeding. But these don't draw that much heat. You know, they're only like I said, they're only like 60 to 70 degrees. So leaving on this table isn't going to hurt anything. So we're going to plug it in. We're going to put our dough on it, like so, and we'll let it go until it doubles in size, and then that's when you can split it. This is a double batch. You can split this in half, the recipe, and make an 18-inch pizza, or double it, and you can make a full-size loaf of Italian bread. Okay, and that's all there's to it. Now, if you want to get fancy with this, with the bread, you can add in some Italian seasoning, and you can make garlic bread, which is phenomenal. Or you can, when this is developed, when this is proofed and ready to go, you can take this out and put it on a board, roll it out with a pin, and put in pepperoni, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan Romano cheese, some oregano, and roll it up, pinch in the ends, roll it up, put it in a pan, and you've got pizza bread. Okay? Sticky buns is another thing that this can be used for. It's a very versatile dough. It has a lot of uses. Now I have my hand on this thing, and it's actually getting warm. Sticky buns, focaccia, breadsticks, pizza dough, bread, Italian bread, pepperoni bread, garlic bread. There's so many different uses you can do with this. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I will post the recipe to this, and let me know what you think. Have a great one. See you later.